Yo, what's going on, everybody? So, last time I got back, to the crib, and after we got all the miasmite, and I started depositing stuff and cleaning everything up, and I ran into a funny issue. So these goblin horns, and just to prove that it's not like actually full. Let me see. I'll put in like one of these, right? So like stuff can still go in the storage, but if I try to deposit any horns, it says item storage is full. So I'm guessing, where the heck would they be? Yeah, so it maxes out at 99, which is pretty cool. I mean, obviously, I'd like it to go up like 999 because I'm a horde collector. But this is cool specifically because it means that all goblin horns we get from now on until we actually use some, um, pretty much we could just sell. Otherwise, they're just in our inventory. There we are. Yeah, we're gonna go turn in this miasmite, and then we might do the quest where we have to follow the beggar guy and see what's going on with him.
Yes, sir. Have you procured what I asked? Splendid. You've my gratitude. Unfortunately, I can give you little more than that. Forgive me, but I must return to my rounds directly. But in place of a reward, mayhap I could give you a tour of the premises. Only if you've the time and inclination, of course. What say you? Would you care to accompany me?
Sure.
As servants of the gracious hand, we provide whatever treatment we can to those unfortunate who are stricken by maladies. Yet, at times, 'tis not enough. Perhaps you will recall the parents who were here when you first arrived, an unfortunate pair. They've suffered no few hardships in the slums, and now even their poor son Lubomir has fallen ill. By chance, he was examined by a roaming man claiming to be a doctor. Yet, the family had not the money for the medicine he required. So, he was put into our care.
Let me get that.
Here he is. This young man is Lubomir. We've been administering the medicine recommended by the doctor who examined him, but he has yet to show any sign of recovery. To be perfectly honest, I doubt the soundness of that so-called doctor's judgment. After all, there is no shortage of ne'er-do-wells out there, willing to claim their medicine the only cure, that they might inflate its price. But I suppose I ought not say such things so openly. At any rate, I'd best continue on my rounds. Pray, stay as long as you wish. Come. We've medicine to prepare. We've enough to make a fresh batch now, thanks to a kind donation.
Psst! You there! Help me! Listen, the sisters here are good to us, but I'm growing weaker day by day. It started with a slight fever, and now I can scarce lift myself up. See that empty bed? An old man was lying in it till just a few days past. He told me he was feeling better, that he'd be well enough to leave anon. And now he's... Mayhap I'm just imagining things. I hope that's the case. And yet... something isn't right about this place. Pray, should you hear any queer rumors about the Gracious Hand, come tell me of them, won't you? I'd see to it myself, but I can hardly move.
I knew it. I knew it. There's something weird going on here. I mean, they're not going to talk.
My days in quiet reflection.
Yeah, they're not going to talk bad about it. Yeah, there's definitely something weird going on here. Frickin' called it.
Might you be a friend of Lubomir's? He's seen better days, hasn't he? There has been talk of sending him down to the basement, should his condition fail to improve. That is, the basement sick room, where our most critical patients convalesce under the abbess's care. None of the other sisters are permitted entry, including myself. Teles, she gives the patients a special medicine. I know not what kind. At times I hear strange cries and moans drift up from below. Which is to be expected. Those who come here suffer all manner of afflictions, you see. And yet, a part of me is afeared for them.
So, the worst of us are taken to the basement. Mayhap that's the source of the queer voices I hear at night. And none save the abbess can enter? If the gracious hand has a secret, 'tis the abbess who keeps it, I reckon. You've done this much for me. Would you be willing to go further? I must find out what goes on down there. Oh, you've my thanks. I just can't stomach the thought of lying here not knowing. Of course, all the better should your search come to naught. But if you do find aught amiss down in that basement, it must be the abbess's doing. Should you find evidence fit to implicate her, will you help me see to it that justice is carried out? See, I've already reported my suspicions to the sentinels, and we've arranged a signal. If you apprehend the abbess, they'll know to come and arrest her. So I beg you, sir, find the evidence you need, if it exists to be found.
To get to the bottom of what is happening at the Gracious Hand, we shall have to acquire evidence of any misdeeds.
I quite agree.
You're always good for a laugh.
How might we enter the basement sick room?
Well said.
Hmm. It's the question. I mean, I don't think this connected. I could check around back and see. Because I'm like here, so yeah, maybe if I go outside and check some around. That or it has to do with like timing or maybe even a disguise. Hmm.
Perhaps you've a moment to spare, an ear to lend.
Got any good stories to share?
Well, I can't enter this one, which is about where I thought it would be. I feel like if there was some kind of entrance, I would have already found it too, because we were pretty thorough earlier.
I do hope naught befalls Lubomir. I should like to see him walk out of here in good health.
Yeah, nothing around the back. I can check the roof. But if that doesn't pan out, I think we might go into the room that's like next to it. Still down in the basement, and just see if we can like wait.
Solace in prayer.
I have noticed that the abbess goes out every night without fail. Perhaps you could wait for her to leave and slip into the basement sick room then.
Oh, sounds good. There's a bar over here. I should be able to wait at it and pass the time. Hopefully we don't pass the time to like too late.
This place offers a view of the sea.
Well met. I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the good stuff. Many thanks.
I think it's close to sunset. Let's see. It's north. The sun's in the west. Yeah, so the sun is setting or going too soonish. Yeah, there it is.
I don't like it here. I want to go home. You're always good for a laugh.
I wonder if I'm like in there, will it be too obvious? Like, should I wait here? Tricky, tricky, tricky. I don't want to get like busted and screw it up.
A moment's prayer can do a world of good.
I do hope naught befalls Lubomir.
Let me wait again. Make it a little later. I'm not sure how much longer that's gonna take.
How
It's not
might
like
we enter the basement sick room?
it's not like Minecraft where you
I concur.
constantly see it like moving.
Rejoice, my darling, for your Albert is returned.
Welcome home, dear.
I spend my days spinning yarns, only to come home to a wife for whose radiance I have no words. If there is a more fortunate fool in the city, I have yet to meet him.
Oh, you bold-faced flatterer.
Oh, okay, so this is one of the spots he goes to. That was just a
Well
happy
met.
accident.
I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the good stuff. Pleasure doing business with you.
Okay, hopefully it's not too late now.
Just remember, I've somewhere to be every minute.
I ought to have enough for safety.
Medicine? Medicine! 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 Now! 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 I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
Oh, someone help me. Jahan? Bruno, where have you gone? Oh, someone help.
records of treatment.
Mayhap 'twould serve us well to track down the former patients mentioned in these records of treatment.
Right you are.
All right, documents detailing the symptoms of a number of patients among those marked as discharged. You espy the names Jahen and Bruno.
Go home and write down the date.
Wish I'd been born a nobleman, son.
This is my moment. I mustn't falter.
Lady Eleanor's a goodly person, a saint-like. Her earnest care saw me back to full health. I wavered between life and death for quite some time in that basement sick room, and she watched o'er me through it all, bless her. Can't say as I miss that basement, mind. 'Tis an eerie place, dark and shadowy, filled with the moaning of the sick. Suppose 'tis only to be expected, given the state of those assembled. I'm sure I was moaning too.
Elena. Ah, yes. The abbess of the Gracious Hand. A fine woman by all accounts. I was in her care once myself. But I must admit, I've always felt there's something off about her. You see, I was only a little under the weather when I entered her care. But then I started getting sicker and sicker till I was certain death would come for me. In the end, I survived, but methinks I was one of the lucky few. So many died down there. And once, I saw her, the abbess, meeting with a strange man. She handed him a large parcel, all wrapped up. And he gave her something small in return. You'd think 'twere medicine, but I'd not have bought medicine from a man like that. He had the look of a scoundrel about him. They were whispering, but I did hear one of them say aught about keeping quiet. 'Tis well suspicious, eh? Where'd they meet? 'Twas in the square in the eastern part of the common quarter, and always a night, as I recall.
We might be able to make it there now. We hurry. Go lantern off, just to try to be a little more stealthy.
Here.
Aye, this is plenty. Lord Phasus is like to be in your debt. Nicely done. Suppose it can't have been easy to procure this much so quickly.
You suppose wrong. I command their full faith. 'Tis simple for me to extract what I require.
Ha! You're a fearsome one. Here's hoping I ne'er end up in your care.
Enough. I gave you yours, now you give me mine. I'd not be seen here with you.
Ah, of course. Wouldn't want to hurt the Lady Saint's image in the eyes of the common folk, would we? Here's your special medicine.
Glad we understand each other. Till next time.
Aye, be seeing you.
This is not the first we've heard of Lord Phasus. What could his aim be, I wonder?
I know not what to make of this.
A moment's prayer can do a world of good.
poultry repast.
Well, I don't know if we have enough evidence, but I guess we're just gonna go for it.
We have found the material.
What are you doing? Unhand me this instant.
Several hours later.
Many thanks for your assistance in this matter. Elena is being questioned as we speak. Though to be frank, sir, I cannot see the matter proceeding any further. What I've heard of the abbess's testimony is little convincing, but I fear the evidence you've procured shan't be sufficient for a formal accusation.
That's what I was worried about.
What business have you here?
Well, it says it was completed, but I wonder if, like, I should have followed that guy, maybe. Might try to do that in, like, a subsequent playthrough or something, because there's a possibility if I followed him, maybe I could have, like, gotten more evidence and then tackled her at a different time. What is going on with this crazy music right now?
As soon as my shift's done, I'll walk to the tavern.
It feels like I'm not supposed to be. Oh my god. Maybe I'm not supposed to be in here.
How could I have forestalled this?
Oh, this is like the jail.
Now you've done it.
Well, I didn't know, bro.
That's it. I've had enough.
I didn't know. I'm sorry. Ah, what if I just leave, bro? I'm sorry. I didn't know. I didn't know.
Hold fast! You have the strength to prevail!
Besides, I'm dropping off where I stand.
This can't be how it ends. No more!
I expect
Oh, I'm like in the castle area. Nobody told me, dog. I'm sorry.
Back to it, I suppose.
Are we good? I'm just not allowed to be in there. Is that what it is? I don't know. I want to go talk to homie again in the slums.
I lack information pertinent to this task. Consider hiring a pawn better apprised of such matters.
I fear this trial is too much for one such as me.
I shall gladly aid you if 'tis within.
Oh, heavens above! What are we to do? 'Twas you, wasn't it? You took the abyss from us. How could you do this? The acts she committed were unforgivable. This I cannot deny. But what do you expect will befall the rest of us in her absence? Without the abyss, we cannot possibly attend to all our patients. Without her guidance, Forgive me. 'Twas an improper thing to say in light of the lives taken so unjustly. I will do what I can. but I fear I cannot attend to everyone here. I can make no sense of this.
I fear I've much to attend to.
Oh, I can't talk to him.
I must confess, I'm rather lost. I must
I can't talk to any of them, it looks like.
for one such as me. I can make no sense of this.
Well, guess we'll just have to keep wondering. Let's mark this one.
I can make no sense.
I'm gonna go keep an eye on the beggar. I don't know how long it might take up the rest of this episode, but we'll see.
Some call it cultured.
I'm assuming he's still out at the center telling his stories. Yeah, there he is.
Gather round, gather round. Treat your ears to a tale.
I don't tell of a beggar. So where's he get his coin then?
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
We ought to put it to good use.
Well, it might take a minute. If so, I'll just make the episode a little bit shorter and I'll kind of start here and fast forward to when he moves. But I'm literally just going to sit here and till this man leaves and then we're going to follow him around.
Focus apply to this tale of a giant who touches the sky. Our hero, oft forgotten by history in spite of his worth, awoke one fell morning to rumbling earth. In a panic he started, out the front door he leapt, to behold what had approached a night as he slept. 'Twas a mysterious figure, but be it friend or foe, on shaking legs did he approach, the better to know. Yet he did not get near, for afore him stretched the sea. The figure was striding through waters up to the knee. This realization explained the bizarre. What had appeared close was being seen from afar. For truly, the figure was mammoth in size, tall enough to be blinded by the clouds in the skies. One thing was certain, should it walk upon land, no city, no mountain would outlast its hand. So he challenged its ingress with voice loudly drawn, and in an instant the giant was gone. Aye, in the face of his valour the gigantus did pale, but who among you can name the hero of our tale? 'Twas none other than Lord Rosamond, who, needless to say, was the father of House Berkeley, which lives on to this day. Gather round, treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my story entertain you, nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat with a mug of ale. Now, listen close, and your focus apply to this tale of a giant who touches the sky. Our hero, oft forgotten by history in spite of his worth, awoke one fell morning to rumbling earth. In a panic he started, out the front door he leapt, to behold what had approached a night as he slept. 'Twas a mysterious figure, but be it friend or foe, on shaking legs did he approach, the better to know. Yet he did not get near, for afore him stretched the sea. The figure was striding through waters up to the knee.
Go
I'm
on,
in no
have a
hurry
look.
to leave.
Who are you there?
Okay, I might have sped up time a little too much, but I know he goes down to the bar. Maybe we can catch him down here.
Right,
Oh,
mercy!
what the heck? Well, that looked like our guy. Hold on, let me look at this. I kind of just like ran into him. Albert of the Slums seems to be doing quite well for himself. Okay, yeah, that's obtain the beggar's garb.
This place cheers me right up.
Oh, sir, if you please, pray excuse my boldness, sir. I am but a humble maid in service to a noble household. Might I beg a moment of your time? My master is in need of aid, you see, and I'm hoping you'll consider offering your assistance. Oh, thank you, sir. You cannot imagine my relief. Might we continue this conversation somewhere more discreet? The matter it concerns is rather sensitive, and I would not risk being overheard. You will find my master's manor in the noble quarter. Pray, meet me there at your earliest convenience.
Ah, I see him. I still see him.
Wonder what's going on in town. Might go and see.
My knees have been acting up of late. Won't someone do aught about this? I've more time than I know how to spend.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
No harm in picking a few.
Let me get that. Aye, 'tis dull. At least I've a roof o'er my head.
Where the heck is this guy going?
This place is awful dull. Can't complain, mind.
Is he heading to where I'm supposed to turn the clothes in?
Off wandering about again, I see. Why are you so adverse to doing honest work?
You would ask the proud sire of House Berkeley to move crates? To scribble in ledgers? Preposterous!
Albert, cease sense. That pride of yours has already ruined you once before. Do you mean to let it do so again? I don't believe I've had the pleasure, sir. Have we some business I'm unaware of?
I'm gonna rat him out to his wife, bro.
You mean to tell me that Albert has been playing the part of a beggar? That man who would sooner starve to death than lift a finger in the pursuit of honest labor? If this is a jest, it is in very poor taste. All the same, I shall test the truth of your accusation, and who better to make it plain for us than Albert himself? I will place these clothes somewhere about the house. If he has aught to hide, his reaction when he finds them will doubtless be very telling. You may visit us again in a few days' time. Fear not. I have no intention of causing a fuss.
Alright, cool. That other one wanted me to meet somewhere out here, right? In the noble quarters? Yeah.
Shall we visit the manor, as the maid bid? Then follow me. I'll lead the way.
Oh, you came, sir. I must confess I feared you would not. But I forget myself. You must be wondering why I asked you here. I should like to speak with an acquaintance of yours, a child with whom I espied you conversing. She is the spitting image of my young master, you see. 'Tis my hope that she might take his place for a time, thereby granting him a reprieve from his sorry situation.
Diana, would you paint my mother a criminal? Ahem. Perhaps I ought to be the one to explain.
Young master, I meant no offense.
Diana has the right of it, though the situation is not nearly so dire as she makes it sound. I seek only the freedom to leave my own home. My mother is bedridden, you see, and her mind is not so sharp as it once was. Whenever I am absent, she grows terribly distressed. By leaving a look-alike in the house, I hope to ensure her peace of mind while I attend to matters of my own. Would you be willing to lend your assistance?
I mean, I guess.
Splendid. Thank you so very much.
'Twas in the slums that I witnessed you speaking with the girl. Would you be so kind as to bring her here?
Oh, good. You return. I find myself on edge when you stray from my line of sight.
I wonder if we can take care of this at night or if I should sleep first. I mean, I guess we can go try to find her. Well, that's not her.
One never can have too many of these.
Yeah, it might just be easier to
Let us take care
grab
when
her
and how
during
we
the
put them to
daytime.
use. A good sleep will ensure we are prepared. I fought many battles in my journey, but the thrill of felling a colossal foe goes unmatched. Now we've the vim to tackle the day ahead.
Off we go then. A new day, a new perspective.
Hi, Arisen! I was hoping you'd come by, so I could thank you again for all your help. You really made a difference around here. You wanted to ask me a favor this time? All right. How can I help?
Man, if this gets her in trouble or hurt, I'm gonna be so mad.
This noble boy wants me to pretend to be him? I'm not sure that'd work. I mean, I don't know the first thing about being a noble. Besides, are you sure we can trust these people? It all sounds a bit fishy to me. All right, I'll do it. But if I'm not very good at it, it's not my fault, okay?
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this quest. If it ends bad, it'll be like one I don't do in future runs.
I can't go on like this.
Did we lose her?
'Twas in the slums that I witnessed you speaking with the girl.
Still looking? Well, you'll know.
Yeah, I think we lost her. Traveling a little too fast.
There's a ladder here.
Ah, excellent find.
I cannot stand to remain here another moment.
Will someone do aught about this?
Twas in the slums that I witnessed you speaking with the girl. Look, young master, she's here.
Indeed. I could be staring into a mirror. Diana, will you dress her and instruct her in her role?
As you wish, young master. This way, if you please, miss.
What a kindness you've done me. Now I can go and fetch a gift for Mother. I'm hoping a little cheer will aid her in her recovery. And a flower from Melve seems just the thing. She was born there, you see. No doubt her days would be brighter with a memento of her old home by her bedside.
All is ready, young master. You need only finish your preparations for the journey.
You know, the roads around Melve are supposed to be really dangerous.
That's what I'm thinking. I don't know if Homeboy's gonna make it by
I heard
himself.
the safest way to get there is to carry something that reeks of Cyclops with you, because it'll scare all the monsters away.
Let's see. What else must I bring? Ah, I almost forgot. In that goes.
Okay, let me go. Let me go stop by the storage real quick. It's not timed.
Ingredients are plentiful
Just like
hereabouts.
worried he's gonna take
Shall we
off.
see if there's ought to be found while we're here?
Perhaps there is aught else that would aid the young master. It cannot hurt to ask.
Well, you will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the
And take out one of those. Maybe one of these, even though that's the rare drop.
foremost hospitality in. You know where to find me. This inspires more goodness.
Oh. Hopefully one of those will work, the bone or the eye.
Quite the predicament.
The lands around Melve are rife with poisonous flora. I'd hoped to pack an antidote for the young master. 'Tis not only poison the plants inflict, but drowsiness besides. Might there not be a curative that accounts for both? The lands around Melve. 'Tis not only poison the
I
plants.
might have that on me already.
Well then, I ought to be off, I suppose. I must confess, I feel rather uneasy. This is my first time leaving the city. I only hope I've not forgotten anything of import. You think I ought to bring some medicine and monster repellent with me? What precisely would you suggest?
Alright, one here. I'll just give you like astonishing amount of health, but stamina and health, and cures all current debilitations. And then maybe that.
My thanks. I'm certain these will come in useful. Now, I really must be going. Wish me luck.
Take care, young master.
Come back safe.
Thank you for your aid in all of this, sir. I shall see about procuring you a suitable reward, so pray do come visit us again.
Yon path leads not to our destination. If you would prefer to explore, I shall guide you another time.
There will be other opportunities to lead. For now, let us follow.
So I wonder if the success of his mission is based on what we just gave him. I mean, I just gave him the rarest drop you can get from a Cyclops, and I gave him a Panica, I think is how it's pronounced. So, I mean, he should be good. But we'll have to find out next time, because, man, time flies, and we are out of time. So, do me a favor and hit that like button, and I'll catch you guys in the next one, where we're going to continue the side quest. And until then, peace.